Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading for the sign of Virgo for May 2020. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Ascendant. If this is you, then this reading may be for you. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Check out the rest of my channel. I do or should have, obviously, between now and probably the beginning of May, all of the videos posted, and yeah, and bits and pieces in between that. So let's have a look at what's going on for Virgos. Virgos, please, for the month of, I keep seeing like the High Priest. I did a pre-shuffle and the High Priestess was, there's something coming out here. Let's have a look what they want to tell us, because they're talking about the High Priestess and secrets being revealed. But let's have a look. Virgo, please. There's disappointment going on here. 5 of Cups. There's some kind of disappointment. They're telling me here that it's refusing to be acknowledged. I feel like someone, you, maybe you're cross-watching, or Virgo, take it as it resonates, or someone that you're around, there's a disappointment in the air. And I'm seeing someone giving a cup to someone, an emotional offer. I don't know if it was reciprocated or acknowledged or honoured, I want to say. And then we've got the 3 of Pentacles. It's like a work opportunity, an offer, a contract that hasn't quite been realised or been built upon. And I feel like this could also be third party energy, but I feel like if you are the feminine, then you are going to feel like you may be wanting to walk away. Yeah, look, High Priestess again. This is literally my pre-shuffle. This was everywhere. She's coming to reveal a secret. The High Priestess is coming to reveal a secret. Do you have a secret, Virgo? Or possibly if you're a cross-watcher, do you have a secret? There's some kind of secretive energy here that is coming to light. And again, that's the second time I've had that message. Strength. I feel like you're not gonna, because look, we've got, this is very Leo energy here, but it's like you saw this coming. You actually saw this coming. I don't feel, this is not you shocked going, oh wow, I'm so, this is terrible. You saw this coming. Look at the birds in that card. You knew this was an option. This was a potential. You're definitely around people here and things that are going to help you, lift you up. Yeah, look. There's going to be a lot of fast moving action here around the May time for you. I feel like you could actually also be moving. Now you might sit and go, well, that's ridiculous that we're all on lockdown. How can you possibly think that? It's just what I'm getting. If you want to move, then I feel like that's on the cards. Maybe you don't want to move. I'm not saying that that was you as well, but I'm saying I'm picking up a movement here, and it's not just Chariot energy of pushing through. It's more, because this is very, what do I want to say, Cancer. I'm getting Cancer, Leo here, and very Egyptian vibes as well. Cancer and Leo, they're next to each other. It's a 4th and 5th sign. We're in a 4-year. Yeah, look. There's something that was, you were enthusiastic about something. This is the Page of Wands. I feel like you had a vision of something that you wanted to create and you were focusing on that. But the universe is kind of saying, not this one. This is not the right one. Now, take it as it resonates. Maybe you're sat there going, what do you mean? Like, I had my heart set on this. Is this for me as well? You see it coming. So whatever it is, you know it's on its way. But maybe you're not ready to acknowledge it fully. I feel like people watching this are going to know what this means. I feel like you're going to know already what this is. I don't feel like this is like, oh my goodness, this is like the kind of thing where you've got a suspicion, you've got no proof, but this is, then you watch, you've asked for a sign, you watch this video and this is your sign. But this is an emotional clarity. You're getting emotional clarity here on something that was previously concealed, because it's come up with the High Priestess. This is an emotional insight that was buried. Maybe in your subconscious, maybe it was a fear of yours. Yeah, look, Strength has come up with the Page of Swords, which is truth. It's like there's some kind of an illumination here that maybe you didn't want to acknowledge, but it was meant for a reason. It wasn't meant to sit and break you down even further with everything that's going on and make you feel even worse. This was actually meant to align you onto a correct path, because whatever this is that you're moving away from, this is done, closed chapter. It's meant to be anyway. It's like they've stepped in to try and help you move forward. They haven't done it to make you feel awful and go, oh, you know, you don't deserve your happiness. This is to get you onto your happiness. This is to get you to where you need to go. This is to get you to the right foundation that's been built. There's something about the energy that this is in wasn't quite right for you. This is the wrong vibration. There wasn't something about this energy that wasn't going to go anywhere, and spirit want you to go somewhere. It's not like they're, you know, yeah, look, and you're going to actually go and head towards the thing you do want. Chariot with the Ace of Pentacles. This is what you're heading towards. It's by understanding this truth, you are then free to basically move forward. Yeah, look, your enthusiasm is now being used on a new path, Six of Swords, Page of Wands, Six of Swords, into what is something that you do want to create, what is more of your vibration, which is something that an old tested method, Three of Swords with the Hierophant in reverse. The old method, the old order of things, the old energy is ending. We're clearing out energy here. And if you're sat there thinking, oh, but I really wanted that, I get it. I actually really do get it. It's just the next thing that they're lining you up with is actually your long-term happiness, not short-term. It's like you've got to speculate to accumulate. Do you want the okay experience for like a year or 2 years, or do you want the amazing experience that's going to be longer, that's going to start immediately? Personally, I'd go for B. Personally, I would go for the longer term, the actual genuine happiness. There was something about this that I feel like you stuck with because you felt you had to, or it was like possibly a bit of ego. Maybe you felt like, oh, I've invested a lot of time in this, I don't know if I want to do it. Don't do it then, because it's not going to serve you, because it's actually out of an alignment from what I feel you need to be going towards. Certainly from these cards. Now, if you're sat there and you're a Virgo and you've got, I don't know, Virgo sun or moon or Venus or rising, and you're going, I have no idea what this is meaning, it just means maybe you don't resonate with this particular reading and pick another reading. There's a fear of the unknown, because I've just heard destination unknown. You may have to take a bit of a leap of faith here, because I feel like whatever you're moving away from, you're going to only see it as oh, this is closing out, and oh dear, I've got to stay in lockdown, and oh, this is being moved away from me, and this is being moved away from me. What's next? This is some part of you here that I feel you'd relied upon. It's a bit of a control element where you need to know what's happening next. You need to, again, very Virgo energy, you need to know what you need to have an understanding of something. There may not be an understanding immediately, but I feel like by you taking a step forward and sort of acknowledging that maybe this wasn't a longer term happiness thing that you thought it was, you're in alignment then with the next thing to come towards you, which at the moment is probably going to be a little bit unknown, because you may not be aware of what that is. So they're asking for a little bit of time here, and trust and faith, where you can continue on your path following your heart, and then the right thing is coming to you, because you've given the conditions for it to thrive, because you're free of old energy that was holding you back. Yeah, look, movement forward, Ace of Wands. This is, you're free to kind of choose. That there's something about the energy here that wasn't so free before. It's like you weren't so, yeah, look, the moon, sort of illusionary, unsure, emotional kind of confusion. There's movement, secrets as well. We've got more secrets. There's someone's taking action on a secret here. Right, let's dig into that. Because we've got High Priestess and the moon, secrets. I'll be honest with you, I'm seeing an affair. I'm seeing an affair here. We've got the Three of Swords, which is usually can be about a third party. We've got the moon, the High Priestess, the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands. This to me feels like it's some kind of affair that has been found out. Now, if you're sat there going, yeah, but I'm not having an affair, possibly this could be someone around you, or if you're a cross watcher, for you. But this is Ten of Pentacles, so this would have been a long-term energy. This would have been a legacy, serious commitment, a long-term sort of financial plan. This was what was disrupted in Virgo's eyes, or someone that Virgo is connected to for in relation to this reading. Just put, you know, the key players where they fit really in your scenario. Someone, you're possibly, or whoever this is going to resonate with, is going to put together that this stopped your legacy. This has stopped something long term. It's going to, you felt restricted, that because of this secret that comes out, that it's actually blocking you from moving forward, but it's not. It's actually, again, they're putting you onto a different track for a reason. It's not meant to make you feel, because look, bottom of the deck, unknown. And this is the kind of card where it's like, it's not meant to be known. This is supposed to be about trust and faith, not, we're going to give you because this is the thing, we're going to give you every bit of information and then you're going to know what you need to do. So this is great. Now you can move forward knowing what's ahead of you. This is like, you're going to have to stay, because I feel what's going to happen here, there's a risk here of you fighting this, and it's really, don't do that. In my humble opinion, that is not the best approach, because what you're basically saying is I don't want my blessings. I'm going to fight to keep, the same energy here because I'm scared of change. So then what happens when the inevitable happens and then the door opens and you step through it? They're going to be like, well, you thought you didn't want it. So then what? You're going to be waiting, and I feel like the wait's going to be, we don't want you to be waiting. There's no need for that. Just, again, be aware. It's the unknown. There's a fear of the unknown here that someone has. Could be a collective of Virgos, could be one of you, could be 20 of you. But this is the energy, and it's like, it was bubbling up under the surface, but finally the secret gets revealed and you're like, I knew this, but it's making you hold on to something. I'm surprised we haven't seen the Four of Pentacles. Look, Two of Pentacles, so there's a juggling act. This is a conscious, subconscious. It's like you're acknowledging it and then you're going, yeah, but this can't be right. Yeah, actually, no, I do want this. Actually, no, this can't be right. And actually, I've just seen the truth, but no, it can't be right. It's like you don't want to see it. Someone doesn't want to see what the reality is ahead of them. We've got here the Six of Wands and the Two of Cups. There's going to be some public announcement around a love connection here. Something is going to be made public. Six of Wands with the Two of Cups. A big reveal. So again, if someone, someone had a relationship and you were sort of waiting for that relationship to end, this would be finally kind of an acknowledgement of that in existence. But there's going to be a reveal around a love connection that is coming up. Yeah, look, Page of Cups. There was a love offering that possibly someone was a party to that was kept a secret. Yeah, look, Five of Cups. Disappointment again. Someone made another love offer. Either maybe, you were expecting it from someone, or someone made it to you and you're disappointed by it, but there was a secret behind it. Maybe they were in a third party. Maybe you're in a third party. Put it, again, just take it as it resonates. Virgo, please, for May 2020. Yeah, look, this is very fear-led. Nine of Swords. Someone doesn't want to this is over. This is a mental kind of closure here, but the last card to come is the Ten of Swords. Someone is so focused on the mental clarity and the mental plane that they're not acknowledging that actually there's an emotional release that's coming from this that's going to lead you to where you need to go. They're just saying align with it. Make sure yeah, look, you have this is the recommendation. When this happens, take a leap of faith and trust that there's a reason for all of this. You may not be able to tangibly see it, understand it, know it, you live it, but it's there. It's so close. It's like you've got to just turn the corner and it's there. But if you don't make the step and you hold on to the old, I don't know if this is going to be beneficial for you, because I feel like that's going to be part of the issue, is that you're going to be like, I'm too scared to go because I don't know what's ahead. Yeah, look, Seven of Cups, confusion, options, too many choices, needing clarity, not sure where to go with this, not sure what to choose. You choose your heart and you move forward. Easier said than done, but it's like I feel like you're going to be looking back going, yeah, but why didn't that work? And you want to know everything. It's like you're going to find out. But look, put it this way. If it's a big reveal, let's say someone was cheating, you've got your answer. Especially if you knew it was coming, like you obviously had that in your awareness. So it's never nice. It's never nice, but what didn't you see? Because I'm going to, hold my hands up. I've had people cheat on me. I can't sit here and be like, oh, this is sick. I mean, obviously it's a ridiculous way out of a situation, but if someone is trying to tell you something and I'm going to be honest with you, this was when I was, 20? I was young. Not that that's an excuse, but when people are trying to tell you something and you don't want to listen, whose problem's that? Is it mine? Is it theirs? Whose is it? because I see it as both of our problems. And is it right to cheat? No, of course it's not. But if someone is not understanding a situation, if someone is being told 5 million times and there's a manipulative energy behind it, then it's possibly a little bit more confusing and weird. But does that mean that that manipulation abuse could have to continue? Of course not. No one should be in that position. But this is the thing. From my experience, is it okay to cheat? No, of course it's not. That's, I think, obvious. But do I see things from two sides of the coin? Yes, because this is the thing, I've done this 12 years. I've witnessed people that have cheated and it got absolutely ridiculous. And then I've also seen the flip side where there's someone that is cheating and I'm tapping into it and they're telling their partner and their partner's not listening. And it's like their partner's then blackmailing them because they don't want to let go. And then I'm like, well, what do you do then? You know, you end it. And then if the other person doesn't want to end it, what do? You try and end it again and then the person's not listening. So then you try and explain what your reasons are and they don't want to listen. Then what do? Do you, sort of go bugger off and then it kicks off? Or do you try and explain it to them and you try and let them see that, look, this is not going to work. I've been telling you this, but you're clearly not listening. And I feel, not all the time, but a lot of the time, this is why when people call me, sometimes they get annoyed with me because I can see it from people's perspective that they maybe want me to sit and agree with them on, but I don't. Because I know that there's more than one side to every situation. And in this case, let's say, for example, you're being cheated on. Why would you want to deal with that? Why stay in that situation anyway? Personally, I'm like, thanks, you've done me a favour, bye. Because not being funny, but that's a kind of pussy move, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, you're not saying anything and so you're just kind of letting it flow. Well then, and then you get the people that do say things and then their partner doesn't want to listen because they're in denial. That's a whole different kettle of fish. But this is on its way out. There has to be a morning of an ending here. There has to be a letting go at some point. And that's a letting go of expectations, a letting go of needing to know, a letting go of, why is this the truth? Why did this happen? Because I feel like you're going to be in that, potentially whoever's in this situation is going to be in that stage and you're going to be wanting to have all these answers and I don't know if you're going to readily have them available. Now, just to clarify, because I feel like people are going to be like, well, I can't believe you're advocating cheating. Of course I'm not advocating cheating. I find that's a very... that's usually someone with not many social skills that just goes along with that kind of thing, as in does the cheating and doesn't say anything and just sits and waits for the relationship. I usually find people that are not very experienced in relationships do that kind of thing. Is it okay? No. But if someone's in a situation where there is a manipulative energy, can I understand why they're biding their time? Yes, because if someone... Because it's like some people don't want to be cruel, do they? They think by telling you this, it's going to really hurt you, and they know it will. So they're hoping you see it on your own because they're trying to be fair about it. Now, I can feel that people are going to be like, that's disgusting. Why would you advocate that? Personally, I feel that is actually it's a very martyred energy. I mean, essentially the person's martyring themselves because they're putting the other person ahead of them. But I happen to acknowledge that because it's a kind of unconditional love, isn't it? Because you're doing it and okay, you can't... It's like clearly the person cares enough for them to kind of let them see it on their own. But not enough to stay faithful until that ends, you know? But I feel like when you start getting into grey waters where it's like... someone develops an emotional connection with someone that doesn't realise it until it's last minute, and then they're like, oh my goodness, it hits them like a ton of bricks, and then they start trying to move away from the relationship, but then the person doesn't listen. That's when it's the grey area. So I feel like there could be a grey area in this, which is not only from your side, if you're watching this and resonating with it, but I feel like the other people involved side as well. It's not cut and dried. It's not meant to be, though. It's not meant to be a tangible, he's wrong, she's right, he's right. It's not meant to be like that. It's meant to make you expand your consciousness because it isn't clear. Sometimes when things aren't clear, it's meant to help you shift into a different perspective, because then you're more likely to learn something, in my opinion. And this is what this feels like to me. So all the secrets, it's not just a secret within information within a situation, but it's also a secretive element of the self that you're highlighting and understanding, because your perspective is changing. You're going through an evolution. And so information is coming to light, and actually it's supposed to help you. If I was looking at the tower, then I'd be like, oh, this isn't so great. But so far, we haven't had that yet. I'm scared to look at this now. No. See, look, there's no tower here. It's the star instead, which is healing. This is about giving healing. Look, this is about a hope, a promise of a new day, a promise of a better future. She's stepping onto the new path here. She's got her foot in the water. She's testing the water out. This is what they want you to do, is to, when this happens, if this is you, because maybe you've already watched this and this has already just hit and you're trying to look for advice, this is my advice. Don't, hold on to old. Is this, easier said than done? Yeah, but I'm a Taurus. I'm a Taurus sun and I'm a Venus in Taurus, which means I hold on to everything. And I'm a Scorpio moon, which means I hold on to everything, I can be like a bulldozer. I'm very bullish. I'm very focused when I want to be, and I will hold on for dear life. But I use it as a strength. I don't use it in a situation that I know, and you're going to know. This is because you've seen it coming and you were second guessing yourself. And the truth is that you should have trusted your gut instinct. And that's going to be a hard lesson to hear, a hard thing to hear, but it's the truth. Is it easier said than done? Of course, but this is after me learning several million times over that these methods are the better way. You are then free to step into your own emotional evolution here, to move forward on your path, because can you see the unicorn's its antenna, it knows the sense of direction of this has been determined, and so you're heading towards your recalibrated path that is something that you're always going to, it feels very destined. It feels like this was never, if you're sat there going, yeah, but I just wanted it, I want it so bad. I get what you're saying, but I can pretty much bet you £1 million from what I'm looking at here is this time in a few months you're going to be sat there going, Jale was right. And it's not going to feel anywhere near as bad as what it does now. It's going to you're probably going to start seeing that actually this was probably the best idea. That I'm about, look, we'll check. We'll check. We'll double check. Yeah, it was a dead end. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. There was no movement. This was needing to get you onto another path that is giving you movement. It is going to give you some kind of acceleration. But as it stood, with everything going on, no, this was not. There's also some kind of energy here. Could be manipulation. Could be. There's something here that's contributed to, yeah, look. I don't know why I'm getting the word exotic. Temptation. Someone was tempted by something. It was a mutual temptation. Whoever this is, it looks like an affair. Possibly a mutual affair that was involved. And I feel like that's what you're stuck on. Or whoever's involved in the situation, whoever is, because this is mental entrapment. It's like, I feel like the ego steps in and goes, yeah, but that happened. Because then it's not seeing the bigger picture, which is actually it happened because it's meant to align you with where you're supposed to be going. Was it out of order? Depends on the scenario. Like I said, if you've been given 100,000 signs and someone's told you, I'm not happy, and you've chosen not to listen to that because maybe you didn't want to listen to it, is this all their fault? Probably not. Maybe you're not going to want to. I feel like people are going to be like screaming at me through this web camera, and I get it, but it's like, it's never easy at the time, but there's going to be a reason for all this, and it's meant to shape you, especially with your gut instincts, because I feel like people, whoever this is for, you had a gut instinct about all this, but you didn't act on it. There was no action. Yeah, look. Wow. There is a karmic balance. We've got justice and judgment. Karmic balance that is underway here. And karma will be restored. Justice and judgment. There's a balancing act that's carried out. And we've got the King of Cups. Emotional balance. Karmic balance. Fairness. Someone's trying to be fair. There's a fairness about this energy. Justice is Libra. And also fairness and balance. They're trying to feel out the way forward. This is definitely going to be important for someone. It's like, if you're in this energy and you're not too sure where to take this energy right now, or when this happens, if it happens, try not to lead with your head, because I feel like, can you see in this picture here? In fact, it's both of them. Justice. Can you see in this picture with this card here? She's got her eyes closed and she's just walking. She's navigating. She's trusting. She's having the faith. And Judgment, she's calling it in. Once she's felt this out, she's then calling. She's got her eyes closed again, but she's submerged in these lilies. There could be an age difference going on here. Within parties, within this situation. There's going to be news of something that is going to, it's like you're going to be getting certain trickles of information coming in. It's like you'll get piece by piece by piece, and it's like between each piece of information you'll have to try and sort of navigate through this with your heart. And it's very important during these times to keep your heart open, because if you start shutting down, and then how are you going to lead with your heart then? You know, and don't get me wrong, that's not easy. Yeah, look. Again, you must trust your instincts here. Two of Swords. Someone's trying to navigate this with her only senses. Yeah, it's like someone doesn't want to work on any. There's a party within the situation. King of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles reversed. That didn't want to work at this. Their commitment lied elsewhere, and so they were trying to show the person, but there was eyes closed, eyes closed. Eyes closed. Now, if it's not you, it could be a karmic situation. But as you can see, there is lots of imagery of someone that doesn't want to acknowledge much of anything, because eyes are all closed. Now, what do you do in that situation? Do you cheat? No, of course not. You know, that's silly, because now you're accruing karma then, aren't you? But if you're telling someone over and 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 over again, and they're sat there going, what happens next? What do you do? Now, please, by all means, put in the comments what you would do if that was you. Because for me, I'll be honest with you, I would be the bitch and be like, bye-bye. I would be the 100% bitch, and I'd be like, that you're not listening, bye. And I probably wouldn't care. That sounds awful. But I feel like the person in this situation that is on the other end of this, they do. It's not that they just hate the person, and so they're just trying to be an absolute wally. It's that they didn't listen, they still care about them, but they care about someone else more, and they don't know how to navigate this because they don't have the skills. Also, the person that's refusing to look, there's something about that energy there. Now, again, could be a bit manipulative energy, I'm not going to lie, because look, there's something about this energy here that I'm just kind of like, you know this, you already know this. It's like you're trying to push them into a position where they can't do anything about it. Yeah, look, it's like they're trying to bait them. Knight of Swords. Someone's trying to get baited here to try and make them look like the bad person, because they want them to someone's really out for suffering, someone to suffer. Yeah, look, fast movement, Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands, fast action. They want to provoke this person to get a response. Again, take it as it resonates and put the key players where they fit. If it's not you, if it's a karmic, someone is getting baited here in a massive way, and it's like they've probably tried to say this is not working, and the person is like, sorry, what was that? I couldn't quite hear you. Or does that mean that I'll be honest with you, that I'm getting some weird vibes here. It's like, I don't know if this person's threatening something a bit sneaky, and when I say a bit sneaky, it's dark, you know. It's like, because I keep being drawn to this card, it's like there's threats, there's something about this energy which is, I'm just kind of like, wow, that's deep, you know. There's healing. Healing is needed here. All parties need to heal, but someone's still holding on. It could be you, it could be the karmic, whoever it is in the situation. Someone's holding on. There's someone that wants to bring this situation back together, which is it's kind of over. There's someone that's trying to be selfless, and then there's someone else that is probably stuck in the middle of this thinking, what on earth is going on? Yeah, look. The truth is revealed around an emotional connection, and the truth is revealed around emotional fulfillment that wasn't explained or revealed before, or wasn't acknowledged before, but the truth is being released, and it's going to be unquestionable. No one's going to be able to sit there and be like, are you sure? Because it's going to be obvious. It's going to be laid out, obvious and bare, because someone didn't get the hint, and then the healing can occur. There's a lot of healing energy here that's going to be happening. It could be that this person then goes on to find their person because they trusted the process, maybe in you know, the May time. There's a trust of a process. Yeah. I feel like, though, the more times this person tries to go back to reconcile, finally someone is going to be like, look, enough. Like, I don't know what else you want me to say, but this is kind of over here. So you got the two swords that are like, you know, you didn't see this before, and then he's walking off with 3, which is about pain and sort of sorrow and endings. But I feel like whoever's done this is they've had no choice. It's like someone's not listening. They're just refusing to acknowledge. Yeah, look. Because there was a choice between 2, possibly. This is soulmate. Choice between soulmate, 6 of Cups, reunion, the lovers, choices. But I feel like it's they're trying to someone's trying to hold on to something that is just so over, and it's like that this person actually really wants to go towards someone else, but someone is not letting them at the moment. Let's see what else. Virgo, please, for May. Yeah. Do you know what I think? I think this person's going to be like, well, I'll let you go, but I think they're going to try and tempt them back. It's like they're going to go, okay, I'll let you go, and then I'm gonna be the third party, and it's like, the heck. Why would you agree to that? That's what it feels like. It feels like they're going to hold on to them at any means possible. This is insane. Look. What did I just say? Hold on to them any means possible. Hi, I'm going to just wrap myself around this tree and pretend that it's mine. 4 of Pentacles. This is just someone who get the hint. Like, wowza. And I'll be honest with you, this is very similar to Leo. If you haven't already watched that video, watch the video, because this is very similar. 3 of Wands. They're holding on to their future. They think that this is, or whoever this is for, thinks this is their future, and that they have a right to hold on. Because this is their person. This is their long-term person. But the problem is they don't see the bigger picture, which is it's not their person. Let it go. Yeah, it's a third-party situation, and it's a competitive energy. It's like, no, I'm not letting go because I don't want the other person to have them. It's like, so what about when your person comes in and you know, what happens then? Are you going to hold on to everyone? It's like there's going to be like 6, 7, 8 people involved. Yeah, look, they're not letting go. 7 of Wands, defensive energy, restriction, blocks. Look, no, not letting go. This person is just not getting the hint. This is, I'll be honest with you, I'm a bit shocked that someone is, yeah, look, wow. So 7 of Wands, defensiveness, over a refusal of an offer and being left out in the cold. 4 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. But 7 of Wands came before that. So there's a defence of being left out in the cold and being refused as an offer. They're not giving up. They're not giving up. Yeah, look, Queen of Swords. Now I think they're going to get into... This looks a bit messy. I'm hearing self-sabotage. I think they're trying to self-sabotage themselves. I think, because look, now they walk away. Now they walk away. When they've done... But I think they're going to try and be a bit sneaky before they leave. As in, there's something that's going to be... Yeah, look. King of Wands. I think they're going to kind of do something here towards this individual that maybe a bit cutting or a bit sneaky before they can't. Yeah, look. Yeah. Look, 10 of Wands and 7 of Swords. It's like there's a burden here. And again, I feel like because they think they've been cheated on, even though I feel like from where I'm looking here, they knew. They knew this wasn't working. They knew the situation was over. They were told. They were probably warned 5 million times. But it's like when you don't want to see it and then you can sit and play that energy of, I was brutally abused by my partner for they were cheating on me, doing all these things. And of course everyone's like, oh my goodness, oh that's horrible, what happened? And then of course the story gets so elaborate where, you know, they're sort of heartbroken and I'm sure they are, but they neglect to tell the other side of the story where this person's tried to sit down with them and discuss things and it was ignored. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of energy. But there's someone in this that's going to absolutely play a very... They know. They already know that this was over. But they don't want to go out gracefully. They want everyone to sit and be like, oh, that's awful. Oh, dear. What a horrible human being that is. Even though, I mean, look, this is the thing. It's like it just feels very manipulative, if I'm totally honest with you. But yeah, 7 of Swords, 10 of Wands. It's like there's something weighing someone down, and this cheating thing. It's like they want to exact revenge. I'm going to be honest with you. This is very Scorpio energy. This is very bitter, low vibrational energy. Yeah, look, very Queen of Cups, very overly emotional energy here. Could be a water sign. Could have water in the chart. Could be very emotionally unbalanced, if I'm totally honest with you. Yeah, look, she was receptive. She knew. Look, Queen of Cups, this person knew about all this. Will they explain that to all their friends? No. Will they explain it to, you know, probably everyone? No, like that? No. Because, again, this feels very kind of twin flame karmic-y. Page of Pentacles. I'll be honest with you, there's a monetary element to this. I feel like they're trying to keep to a story. This is really bad. I hope I'm wrong, because there's a practical reason for it. It's like they're trying to weave a bit of a yarn, because then it means they can gain something from it. We've got the World here. Now, I don't know. I feel like possibly if this could be on the internet. This could be kind of I was going to say exposed, but it could be that this gets, you know, on social media and it gets a bit weird like that. It doesn't feel like an end of a cycle. This feels more like internet stuff and gossip and rubbish. Let's be real, you know? Like stuff when you just look at it and you think, I can't even bother to read that, because it's just why. And it's just like, you know, people are dying, mate, you know. Should we maybe just not focus on that? But apparently there are some that obviously still haven't learned these things. So, yeah, look, the Empress. This is about a bounty. It's like a fruitful new beginning here that is someone went after. Uh-oh. Magician. So either someone's manifested this new beginning. It's like maybe they deliberately wanted to get caught, because it was like, I don't have any other way of telling this person. So I'm going to deliberately I'm going to make sure that they pick up on this. So that finally someone can understand. Yeah. I feel like it was almost like it was taken out of their hands. And so yeah, look, it was taken out of their hands, and they had to make this decision because they didn't know how else to do it. It's like, you're not listening. Will you listen for a minute? I feel like someone may have actually deliberately let the cat out the bag. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, look, because now the person's free to go towards their actual emotional fulfillment, which is King of Cups and Emperor. They've made the decision, and I'll be honest with you, this doesn't feel like it was an easy choice, but because they knew where their happiness was, the Sun, they knew it was with you, but it was like there was an individual within the situation, or a circumstance within this that was totally blocking this whole thing. Yeah, look, death in reverse. It was like it wasn't getting released. I've never seen anything like this energy. It's like will you listen? Will you just stop and listen? And it's like, you know, like a kid doesn't want to listen. Look, Two of Wands. It feels like the same circumstances over and over and over and over again, and someone was not getting the hint. Let's pull a final tarot and then we'll go into Oracle for Virgo. Yeah, look, someone's becoming single. Nine of Pentacles. Right, so if this is a karmic situation and you're waiting for a word from your person, this is about to happen. This is literally, but I mean, I'll be honest with you, if you've got connection with this person and there's a contact that you've got, be careful, because, you know what I mean, it's about to possibly get released. Now, is your identity going to be revealed? I can't say that because it's going to be different for everyone, but I would say that this other individual's a bit... It feels like the majority of people that we're talking about karmics here, I feel. That's a different level of weird. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm trying to be sympathetic because as a reader, I have to, be sort of understanding. So let me just try and honour this person because they are a human being after all. I'll be honest with you. My guides have just said, we can't do that. And I'm like, okay. It's a very wounded energy, and the way the guides are saying it to me is that this is necessary for this person because otherwise the pain would never have been realised. It would have just continued and hurting other people, and that was not acceptable anymore. Because whatever this person's been doing, it's been abusive, and so Spirit were like, no, we can't allow this. We can't allow this any longer because it's not. That wasn't the plan. It was like this has gone so past the point of the plan that it's like no longer anything to do with the plan. Let's go with Nature's Whispers here for outcomes for Virgo for the month of May 2020. So Virgo for May 2020, please, what is the outcome for Virgos for May? Yeah, exactly. Be your best selves always. 100%. Look, more seahorses, more sea references. Can you see she's just going with it? She's so submerged underwater. She can see her journey. She can see her route. It's just so close. It's like you can see it here. It's not in the distant future anymore. It's become obvious with this energy. So May, what is the outcome for Virgo, please? Make a wish. Make a wish. That's beautiful, isn't it? Very, very beautiful energy. And then finally, maintain your childlike spirit. So stay in that energy and just, very much surrendering energy here. Because I feel like you're probably going to, there's going to be peaks and troughs in this month that you'll have to kind of glide through. Okay, Virgos, this was your reading for May 2020. Hopefully that's been of some help. Thank you for all your likes, shares and subscriptions. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Monday, Wednesday, Friday are lives, usually around 8 PM British Standard Time. If you want to catch us, great. If not, watch later. It is a general collective reading for the day. Until next time, take good care of yourselves and see you soon.